Alright guys, garden update time. Let me see, where do I want to start? We'll start over here. These are my Candyland tomatoes. They look big on like the camera, but look, let me see if I can show you. They're just kind of like peanut M&M size. They're so cute. Okay. I was like out here getting ready to pick blackberries because some of the blackberries are starting to come in. But these are like giant, like look how big these things are. Like as big as your thumb. They're so good. So that's what I picked so far. And I got a bunch more to pick today. Okay, so let's see. Stevia, strawberries, poblano pepper, other kind of pepper. These are all like hot peppers. This is a tomato plant that cracked off on the other side, and I stuck it in here, and I like watered it like crazy. Look, let me see if I can get a good angle. See all the roots? And it's so green, and it's starting to do the shoots. So I'm gonna see. I got a couple of snap peas, so I'm gonna pull those off today. Carrots. This is that bean plant. It's growing up the trellis, like halfway up the house. It really likes it here. In fact, I'm watching this year because I really feel like I need to maximize the space and maybe like change things up a little in the yard to see like what grows better. That's done. That's the Shasta daisy. Daylilies, the black-eyed Susan hasn't sprouted yet. The coneflower is doing good. It hasn't done yet. Now look. Okay, don't look at this. Don't look at that, because that's just weeds. I gotta change. Oh geez. Okay, so this is the tomato section, and I just want to say this is a sprinkle, a tomato sprinkle. Now, if you thought the other tomatoes were small, let me just show you these. If I can get like a good picture of them. Can you see these? Oh, here's a good. Now, you thought the other ones were little. These are even littler. Like, look. They're like little nerd-sized candy tomatoes. But they're so cute. And that's the only reason why I let this go crazy, because I figured the tomatoes were small enough to where it wouldn't be pulling down the branches. Now, I didn't know that it would be like so massive. Okay, let me just back up, because really, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but from the span here, and it spans all the way back there, I would say it's got a good 6-7 foot span. And I'm shocked that this thing grew like that, because honestly, I had no idea what it was gonna be or turn out to be. And I got the seeds from a pack of tomatoes that they had at a grocery store, and they were called sprinkles. That's why I call it sprinkles. I don't know if that's really a thing or not, but they were these little dinky tomatoes, which are like perfect for tacos. And I mean, tomatoes are good on anything really, but tacos specifically, because they fit down in the shell pretty good. And I thought, oh, let's try these, and I planted it, and this thing is like crazy wild. It's over 6 foot tall so far, and it's doing great. My brother's bee balm is doing good, and I put it over here so it could start pollinating some of these tomatoes, because some of these, like if you look down here, all the things have blown off, like the flowers. So, see how little they are? They're like little teeny tiny. But the tomato forest which is now what I'm calling it, is doing good. This made me smile the other day. So my brother's bee balm, right? Oh, look, it's one single black-eyed Susan flower. Isn't that cute? I was like, how'd you get in there? I don't even think he has black-eyed Susan in his yard. I'm gonna have to ask him, but I was like, how did that happen? I don't know. The zucchini, the massive zucchinis, are doing good. Tomatoes back there are doing good. I need to weed this again. And look what popped up, a tomato. How did that happen? I have no idea. Tomato in the strawberry bed. This thing's a hot mess. I really got to think about what I want to do. I seen, who was I watching? Oh, Garden Answer. And I watched one of Laura's videos, and she did like this strawberry tube, these metal tubes. And I was thinking that was kind of cool to have maybe strawberries in a few different places. So in case I run into this, I'll still get strawberries and it won't be like, you know, dependent on just this. And you're supposed to rotate strawberries from my understanding anyways. So I was thinking about putting a post here and then hanging the tubes over. But this is all full sun. My whole yard is basically full sun all day. So that's what I was thinking about, maybe doing a few of those tube things next year. This is the tomatoes over there. This looks a little sparse because I went through and I cut off, and I gotta go back through and weed. These weeds, man. Whew. I gotta cut off the bottoms again. But I did it 2 weeks ago. I think I cut the bottoms and I fertilized them, and I put another row of bars up to hold them. And you know, if you have space, or even if you don't have space, but ideally, let me walk over here. Ideally, if you have space, this is a good solution for a tomato cage thing, because at the time I got this wood, it was cheap. I don't know what it is now, but they were like, they're just a little, you know, thin piece of wood, and you just do it as layers, and then I do cross beams across, and you can kind of let your tomatoes go, you know, besides the bottom part of the tomatoes, but you can basically just let them go, and you wouldn't necessarily have to like single stem them or you know, have too much maintenance with them. But if you really had the space, like a homestead farm area, more of a space, this would honestly be a good solution. I think I like it better. Like, I see a lot of people do these cattle panels, which are fine, but the problem for me here would be these extra branches. You'd almost have to single stem these cattle panels because you can't clip all of them to the cattle panel. It would be too congested with the leaves and the humidity. And then the outer stems would need support. So that's kind of why I like these, is because everything is supported. And if it's not, you can just slide one of these, you know, pieces, whatever size you want. You cut them down to whatever size you want. You just slide them in, holds up your branch. You don't, there's not much to it other than, you know, cutting the wood the size that you need. These are doing good. A little leaf curl. It's been hot here, so. Okay, let me go around this way. This is the raspberries. They're actually starting to, let me show you. They're starting to turn red, a few of them. They're still like the hard red. They're not like ready yet, maybe in a day or two. This is my fall gold, and it's actually been producing the golden raspberries, and they're good, let me tell you. These also, I think this is my summer one. The other one was my spring. And then these, let me see. Yep, these are ready to focus. These are ready to be picked. So, you know, I was trying to think about what to do with this because there are a lot of shoots where they don't belong. And I've never grown raspberries before. This is my first year growing raspberries. And I didn't move them and I didn't pull them out because I'm really not sure how the different varieties will grow or grow here or what is going to be better. So I kind of left them just to see. It'd probably take a few years to see how well they're actually gonna do and their pattern. If they just stay kind of bushy like this, maybe I just do like some kind of like little support around the bottom, maybe just like a little wire thing and kind of keep them in the middle of this, because it's not, you know, it's not that bad. But I just want to see a couple seasons how they're gonna do, how do I trim them, how they work, what's best for them before I just dig out the stranglers. This is my zucchini plants. They had a tough go. I really didn't, for a while there, I didn't think they were gonna make it. They were looking really sad. But they bounced back. I've had a powdery mildew situation. You can kind of see it right there. So I made the solution and I've been spraying it on it and they're like perking up. They're doing better. So hopefully that situation's fixed. There's my strawberry popcorn coming in nicely. There's my cucumbers with a million flowers. Oh, let me show you. Let me go this way. I keep moving this eggplant around the yard to see where it likes it best. This is a white eggplant and it's so finicky. But I have little, oh, I can't see from that angle. Let's see. Can you see from here? Leaves. You can kind of see a little here. They're little white eggplants. But this eggplant has not, everywhere I put it, it hasn't liked it. The leaves are curling. They were kind of wilty yesterday. It got too hot. In fact, I might just put it over. Let me just grab this thing and put it over in the shade for a hot minute because I'll just put it here in the shade. It's very finicky. There's another bee balm. The goji berry is doing good. I'm trying to decide. I haven't seen many videos on goji berries. I don't know if it's gonna like, you know, sprawl out like a big bush, if I need to put something like around it to kind of contain the long stems. I gotta check into that. My blueberry tree, look, I have some blueberries. I'm super excited about that. So they're starting to come in. I'm excited. And here's the pink lemonade berries. They're coming in too, so that's exciting. Back to the tomatoes. This thing's a hot mess. I probably should have single stemmed this. This is a hot mess, and I've kind of just left it alone because it, besides looking all crazy, it doesn't look terrible. The leaves are still dark green. Besides this, oh, there's so much sun out here, I can't see if it's picking up, but this is a little wilty, and that's probably just a water issue. But other than that, the leaves are really green. It doesn't look like it's having any problems. It doesn't show any signs of like issues, so I kind of just left it. We'll see if that was a good decision or a bad decision. I put some bee balm here because the there's no pollinators. I mean, I was thinking it would help maybe the cucumbers out, and the tomatoes and stuff. Look at the peppers. Peppers are doing good. I don't know, this one is doing the best, and I'm surprised about that because in the beginning it wasn't looking so hot. My corn back there is doing awesome. My surprise mystery plant is kind of doing okay. Again, pollination issue, pretty sure. I pulled my garlic. And I would have, I had it laying out on the grass, but it's supposed to rain today, like later on in an hour or so, according to the weather people. I don't know, it's super sunny and hot out. There's clouds, but not like dark clouds in the sky, so it might rain, it might not rain. I don't know. I put it inside so it didn't, I don't have to run out here in a hurry and put it away. So I pulled the garlic. I had 97 cloves, so that's nice. My celery there in the corner, and then the celery over there. Clearly it likes it over there better. My little honey nut is doing good. Look at these watermelon. They're actually starting. Oh. That is my zucchini plant. He likes it there in the kind of shady spot, so that's a mental note for next year, is they kind of like a little bit of shade, not full sun. But look, can't see with this glare. My screen is literally black, so I hope that I'm pointing and showing the right thing. But my little watermelon, there's one. Here's one. And then here's another one. Look, the cats thought it was a toy. See all these little scratches on it? I gotta get a thing and hold it better. But these leaves are still like, I don't know if you can see the leaves. They're like still crunchy. Maybe that's how watermelon is. I've never really grown it. I mean, I tried to last year, but it was not successful. And here's another watermelon. You see, there's another one. And then these are the cucumber plants. Do I have a, oh my gosh, not cucumber, cantaloupe. And I have one, where am I here? One baby cantaloupe. Oh, so cool. This bee balm is dead. Don't look, bro. Don't look. I don't know what happened to it. It was good. I put it over here next to the cantaloupe and it died. Story of my life. This is that candy roaster. It's a candy roaster squash. And I mean, the flowers, do you see, where am I? You see how the flowers are doing? They're actually just, they're just drying up and falling off. It's a pollination issue. I don't know. Now, this one, he's been having a bit of a problem. He's growing better than he was, but he has been having a problem. I have one squash on here. So we will see if he makes it or not. His flower fell off, so I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing, or I'm not sure. I've never grown them before. These are winter squash, and the squash themselves supposedly get like 12 to 16 inches long, and they can be several pounds. So that little guy is far from ready. I still have all the weeds back here. It's only so much time in a day. But I've been battling, oh, you see, I've been battling these squash bugs. You see, wait, I don't think you can see them. Squash bugs is what I've been battling here. So what I've done is I've been picking them off. Every single day I come out here and I look under the leaves for bugs and like baby eggs and stuff. And I pick these things off. Let me just grab them with a, oh, really, these things stink. But I grab them and then I squish them. And I put the diatomaceous earth on here, and that helps them. So I think I might have to dust it again. I sprayed it with the, just the natural, I did the baking soda stuff last night to kind of see if that would help some of these leaves, because it was looking like it was having an issue with the mold stuff. Bee balm, my fuchsia plant. So I sprayed it last night, and then I was gonna put the diatomaceous earth back on it. Okay, my lupine is still there. The petunias are still alive. I can't believe it. It's a miracle. These things are getting ready to be done because it's so hot here. It's like between 90 and 100 every other day. The lantanas, they've grown, but they haven't flowered. The rosebush looks like he is done, maybe. I don't know what this thing is. Some random weed. This is the new one. I gotta find out what its name is, but let me see if I can get in here. That's the new one, and it has like these little yellow flowers that my brother gave me. He's still there, and then the pink ones have sprouted again. So that's doing good. The coneflower has not done anything. Let's see, the back of this, I picked beans yesterday. So I had a bunch of beans that were ready everywhere. This is the beets, and this is the front of this trellis of the beans. And I thought I would have had, honestly, I thought I would have had more beans, but I only ended up with 3 pint jars of beans. I just canned them. There's the beets. The surprise tomato, I just left it. The eggplant. And then let's go back here. That's that surprise tomato plant and the other pole bean. And then here's another tomato plant that popped up. There's the cat toys. That's the cucumber. The one that finally sprouted there. And then the surprise tomato plant there that just came up. I don't know what varieties they are. Ginger finally came up, one little sprout there, so I don't know what that means because I've never grown ginger before, but thought it would be fun. My bean plant and my eggplants are doing good. Now I just hope I get some eggplants. Weeds, I know there's a bunch of weeds. Peas, they're growing good up this thing. I have not gotten any peas off of it, so hopefully eventually, I mean there's not even flowers on it, so we will see. Carrots, and then a lot of weeds down here that I have to go through. Potatoes and the corn. And then as we come back this way, there's a cucumber about to go up the trellis, hopefully soon. The dill. And let me just show you. I haven't picked any of the dill because I kind of left it out here for the swallowtails. We have a ton. Let me see if I can find one. We have a ton of, there's one. A ton of swallowtail caterpillars on it. So I felt bad taking it from them. There's a bunch. I don't know if you can see, wait. Right there, there's a bunch of swallowtail eggs. This thing was loaded with caterpillars. And I'm trying to see if I can see them. They're so little sometimes, depending on the stage that they're in. But there's my dill and basil. Here's my parsley. It's doing good too. Oregano, chives. Oh, I know what I forgot. These tomatillos. These tomatillo plants. So I'll show you from here because it's a better angle, I think. So there's the tomatillo plants. They're doing good. They look sad. they've been having a lot of issues this year, and I don't know if it's because I use the same pots as last year, and I can't remember exactly. I don't think I dumped out the dirt, and that might have been part of the issue, is I didn't dump out the dirt from last year, and I should have. So they're struggling this year. So that's how the garden is going so far. And back to picking blackberries. All right, guys, bye.